Hmm. Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another night of Gamers Week, night 3. And I am your lovable, humble host, the boat in broadcasting, Tom Dog. We are here, we are live, we are going to have some fun. We are doing the Nintendo. Um, we're going to do tonight is Nintendo's turn, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that. And so I'll pretty much give a rundown of some of the stuff that I'm not going to talk about the stuff that obviously that are already out because of the Switch, the Switch 2 launching last week and everything like that. So yeah, it is it is good. I actually did demo as I said before, I did demo the Switch 2. It is awesome. It is awesome. And so yeah, don't need to know which store I went to. All you got to know is that I played I played Mario Kart World. It's phenomenal. It really is. And so yeah, I had a lot of fun with that game. So, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with this show because we're gonna talk about nothing but Nintendo. Got the Nintendo shirt, and yeah, seems like I can't stop talking about Nintendo because I've been talking about Nintendo a lot this season, and so yeah. But it's only fitting because, of course, the Switch 2 and everything like that. But I did not break out the my hat and the cheesy gimmick that I had on there during um Nintendo month, and so yeah, that was pretty crazy. Did Nintendo month? I guess like I think like a month or so ago, like a couple months ago, when the news broke out that oh no, back in April, and so yeah, it was really good. Had a lot of fun with that, and so yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this one as well too. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about. I guess we're gonna be talking about Nintendo a lot in this video, but it's gonna be relatively short because of the fact that I'm pretty much they didn't have the of course they didn't have the Nintendo Direct and everything like that. Um, I wasn't sure when the Pokemon Direct um, was coming out, so that was um, just pretty much. I'm just going to pretty much discuss a few, some of the games that are um, going to be making its way to um, the Switch 2. So it's going to be nothing. It's going to be nothing but Switch 2 um, um, games that I haven't talked about yet, and some that I have. And so yeah. Um, so but nothing that I've already talked about before. Um, so yeah. Let's see. What am I going to bring up? And just a reminder that the new Donkey Kong game is coming out next month. Donkey Kong Bonanza. So yeah, um, just want to remind everybody about that game. Um, let's see. There's going to be a Capcom Fighting Collection 2, and so yeah, that's going to be coming out. That's going to be coming out soon. Kato. Um, Shadow Labyrinth. Of course, that's going to be on all consoles. But yeah. Um, Asphalt Legends Unite is doing a crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog, and they got some. I got to get back into that game. That game was really fun. There's going to be some skins. I think that was already. I think that's already out now. Hmm. And of course, Pokemon Legends ZA is available now for not available now, but it is available for pre-order. Marvel Cosmic Invasion and Marvel Cosmic Invasion is going to be coming out. Going to be coming to the Switch to the Switch too. There's going to be a Switch 2 edition of Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, and I've been hearing good things about that game. Yakuza Zero Director's Cut is going to be making its way over down to there, as well as Hitman World of Assassination, and that's going to be the signature edition launch trailer that they showed off um, not too long ago. And there's going to be a new update for um, for Splatoon for Splatoon 3, and yeah, there's going to be it's going to be really really cool. And so yeah, some they're in this new update. They're going to be bringing a classic map from the first Splatoon game, and so yeah, and they're going to be bringing it and as well as some other um, expansions as well too. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And I think that's going to be for exclusively for the Switch too. As far as this, oh yeah, a spin-off. There's going to be a spin-off. It's going to be a spin-off, and it's going to be some cool stuff. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be some more uh, news about it. So yeah, so yeah, that's all. That's pretty much all the stuff that's going to be coming um, to the Switch, to the Switch 2. I mean, and so um, so yeah, there is. Now, as far as Switch 2 goes, um, there has been some. Um, it was announced earlier today that the Switch 2 um, has reached a sales record. 3.5 million units of the Switch 2 sold within just 4 days of its launch. And so, yeah, um, not bad. Not a bad turnout. And um, within the year, they plan on selling a total of 20 million units. So let's hope they reach that goal. And so right now it's getting there. And so yeah, really yeah, congratulations are in order for them. So um so yeah. Um so as far as the GameCube Nintendo Switch Online edition, the expansion pack. Um right now on launch they had Wind Waker, they've had um F-Zero, um GP, I believe. Yeah, this is the last the last one that they've had, um which that's one of my personal favorites. I love that game. And Soul Calibur 2. So got me wondering what other titles could we see on there. Now, I'm not going to mention the ones that were already um and mentioned that they were going to be coming to the GameCube. Um, that's going to be that's going to be on the GameCube. So yeah, I'm trying to see here. Yep, so switch on. So um, so excuse me, GX. Okay, oops. Okay, so the ones that have been mentioned that's going to be coming to the GameCube, of course, is Super Mario Sunshine, Fire Emblem Path of um, Radiance, Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, Super Mario Strikers, Chibi Robo, and Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon Coliseum, and yeah, that's pretty much that they've mentioned. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my top 10 I'm going to do a top 10, not a top 5, because like I said, this is going to be a relatively short episode and everything. And so yeah, here's my top 10 games that hasn't been mentioned that I think should be on the ported over to Nintendo Switch Online. Um, and I'm going in. So yeah, number 10 is going to be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I think that, because that was a big big deal because of the fact that um, we've had we had that feud with between Nintendo and Sega, and then all of a sudden after the fall of Dreamcast, they should um, they were pretty much going, we started seeing a lot of Sonic games ported over to the GameCube, and that brings up another thing that maybe we can also probably see, which I'm putting in the category in number 10 spot with pretty much all the Sonic games that were released for the um, GameCube, and that Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, of course, and of course the Sonic Collection. Um, that was also really good. Had some, plus also, where you couldn't play anywhere else, and that was a really big deal. Um, so yeah, that was a real big deal. And Sonic Heroes. Um, so yeah, pretty much those three games were able to come um, to the GameCube. Um, Number 9, there was a James Bond game. I think there was like a couple of them, and I don't think that they were. I don't think they were rare titles, but I do think that um, we could probably see. I think there were. I think No Time. No Time to. No, not No Time to Die. Um, I know that there was. I think Diamonds Are Forever and Nightfire. Nightfire was it was either Nightfall or Nightfire. Um, that was ported over to that. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. Um, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Those were pretty good games. I think Tomorrow Never Dies was also a part of that too. Um, Number 8, um, Star Fox Adventures. Um, you can't have GameCube game without Star Fox. And so yeah, that was a pretty decent game. I played a little bit of that back in the day. Number 7, Kirby's Air Ride. Um, I think that would be perfect for the release. When Kirby's Air Riders come out. I think will complement that perfectly. So yeah. Um, Number 6, Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime Echoes. Those were really big deals as well too. Um, which will be perfect um, for when um, you know when Metroid Prime 4 comes out. So yeah, be a good collection uh, to play. Um, their most popular fighting game has to be Super Smash Brothers. That was Smash Brothers Melee. Excuse me, Super Smash Brothers Melee. That was that was a really good game, and I think that was the first time we got they added other characters besides Nintendo IPs. Sonic being one of them, and Solid Snake. So yeah. Um, who else? Um, Number 4. I wouldn't say the Legend of Zelda collection, um, because that's been you could play them currently on the you could play them currently on the on the other console, so it wouldn't make sense to put that on there. But the one that really doesn't get enough attention, and that's Four Swords Adventures. So yeah, that was a pretty cool. I know you can play Four Swords. I know you can play Four Swords on the Game Boy Advance version. So, but I think the GameCube port would complement that just fine. Um, Number 3. I think it's number 3. Yeah, number 3. Um, I would have to go with Animal Crossing. Um, it's weird to see. It'll be weird to see that, and see how far it came and everything like that. And it's a lot of history, because originally it was originally supposed to come out for the Nintendo 64 with the disc drive, and we all know that fell under. Um, Number 2, I don't remember. Number 1, I already know what I'm putting for number 1, but number 2, um, I'm throwing a random, because I don't want to obviously the Mario Party games that came out for the GameCube. Um, gotta have them. I mean, we already have all the other Mario Party games on there, so why not throw in the Mario Party? There was like I think one or two Mario Party games for the GameCube, and so yeah, I think that would be perfect. And the number one GameCube game on my list that I think would make a great addition for the Nintendo Switch Online Eternal Darkness. If you haven't, and I'm going to also do an honorable mention. Resident Evil 0. That it was never ported on any other console, and Resident Evil 0 was, I think it was of course the prequel to Resident Evil, and so yeah, at the time it was only available for the GameCube. So yeah, I think the Resident Evil series would also make a good addition on there. But number one in my book has to go to Eternal Darkness, and I'll tell you why. There was never a game like this. This game totally messed with you. It was the only game where it would the game itself totally would mess with you. Um, and at the time, it was unique. Like it would, the game would um mess with your volume controls. It would mess with your it would mess with the screen. It would distort it in some spots, making it look glitchy. And people would thought that the game was there was something wrong with the game. It wasn't. That was supposed to happen. Um, everything that was going on. Um, Walls would start bleeding, and the walls would start bleeding. Um, Scream would get all crazy and everything like that, and they did a lot of stuff that literally would mess with you. Hey, how's it going, Roll? That game was wild, and that's actually one of my personal favorites in the GameCube library, and it doesn't get a lot of love and recognition. And if they never put this on the game in the library, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be really really mad because it was a really good. It was one of their best titles, and I got a I got this was the one game that needed to be not only exclusive to the Nintendo GameCube. It should have been ported to other consoles because this game was by far the absolute best at messing with you in this game. It would totally mess with you there was like one instance where there was like a blue screen and everything like that. I was like, it never happened to me. The only thing that actually happened to me was the walls bleeding and the volume messing up, and I forgot what else it did. There was like so much stuff that it did, and this was the game. Like this was like the game that would totally mess with you. And but yeah, this was really really good. And so yeah, that is my number one pick for the GameCube Nintendo Switch Online. Um, so yeah, that right there was you know one of my personal favorites in the library, and I can't stop talking about that. I came this close to beating the game. Um, what was the first game I ever beat? Um, I'm not talking. First game I ever beat was, and I'm going all the way back. I'm going all the way back because my very first console was the Atari 2600, and a little, when Tom Dog was just a little pup, I had a lot of games, and one of the first. Yes, absolutely. I'm 46. I'm going to be 47 in a couple of months. And It was a toss. It's actually a tie. I'm trying to remember which one of the two games I beat first, because I beat them both. It was either E.T. or Superman. I beat both of them, and I'm trying to remember which one I beat first. I'm pushing forward towards um, E.T. E.T. was, I think, my first game I beat, or it might have been Superman. It's one of those two games. I do remember beating both of them, but I'm trying to remember which one I beat first. But yeah, it's actually tied for first place on the very first games I beat. And so yeah, I had Pitfall, never beat Pitfall, and ooh, that's a good one. I vaguely remember that game, but I heard, it was pretty good. But yeah, um, my first Nintendo game that I beat, that honor goes, aside from the Super Mario Brothers, um, the first game that wasn't Super Mario Brothers, that had to go to Kirby's Adventure. Actually, no, scratch that. First game I beat that wasn't First game that I beat that wasn't Super Mario Brothers had to go to um, Contra, and yes, I did beat it with the infamous Konami code. Um, I came close to beating it without the Konami code, but I had to use the Konami code. I chickened out. The game designed by a sadist. No, you want to talk about a game that was designed by a sadist? That's a toss up between Ninja Gaiden and Ghouls and Ghosts. Those two games, I mean, you want to talk about that was definitely developed by a sadist. I never when it came to I never got past the second level in Ghouls and Ghosts, and when it came to Ninja Gaiden, I only got to the third I think the third or fourth act on that one, and so yeah, I came close. I came Actually, no, that's not true. I think there's 6 stages in that one, but yeah, I when I went to the fourth stage, I was like, forget that. Yes, sir. Um, what else? So yeah, that was my first. That was my first. So yeah, um, Ninja Turtle. Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. I think that was also another one. But yeah, Contra was the first for me. I also beat Knight Rider. I beaten Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, one of my personal favorites. Um, I kept spamming the jump attack button. The I kept mashing B and A together. That was fun. That was really fun. And I'm trying to do that again with the Cowabunga collection, and I'm having some problems with that. Um, Super Nintendo. First game I beat, that's not Super Mario World. It has to go to Mega Man X. That was a good one. And a close second was Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Um, I also had the N64, the first game I beat on that one. That's not Super Mario 64. That goes to. If I remember. Um, it's either Kirby. No, not Kirby. No. Um, um, Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark. That was what the turtles. Inspired against Mega Man X to the past to Metals on First Country Series. Oh yeah, yeah. I beaten that game too. I only had Donkey Kong, the first Donkey Kong Country. I didn't get. I played 2 and 3, but I never really got. I never owned them. Um. So yeah, game. 64 Nintendo 64. I First game I beaten on that one has to go to Perfect Dark. Um. GameCube. I didn't own Super Mario Sunshine, but I did own. Hmm. I don't. I don't think I've beaten any game for that one. For that console. I think I did come close with Eternal Darkness. I played a lot of Eternal Dark. Best wrestling game since Ninja Brothers 64. Oh, No Mercy. Absolutely. That game. That game. Oh, that was my favorite wrestling game. I mean, that had a lot of wrestlers in it, and the music was awesome. The music was awesome in that game. It really was. And Creator Wrestler was also really good too. They had an option where you can where you can unmask King, and it showed what it looked like, what King would look like without the mask, and there was always the Undertaker's face. That was funny. Good times, good times. Um, yeah, the GameCube. I didn't really beat too many games on there. I don't remember what game I came close to beating. I know Eternal Darkness. I was really close to beating. That one I came really close to beating. But yeah. Um, the '90s into the 2000s was the best time to be. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Good time to be a gamer too. They were coming out with some really good games in the '90s into the 2000s. I mean, Dreamcast alone. I did have a Dreamcast, and that that console was. It should have helped Sega, you know, continue. Because Sega was really innovative with the Dreamcast because if I'm not mistaken, I think that was the first console um, that you could play online. And I remember owning this game, this racing game, and yeah, Power Stone was good. Power Stone was good. Um, I had Fantasy Star Online. That one was also good. Also had um, I had Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And it was really cool about Sonic Adventures 1 and 2. You could put those discs into your computer, and you would get like really cool wallpaper. You can get like wallpaper for both of them, and you can also play this Dreamcast mini game. It was called Swirl. That was actually pretty fun. So yeah, a little and so yeah, that was really cool. And but yeah, the Dreamcast was really awesome. It really was. And there's still rumors, there was like rumors um that Microsoft bought Sega. That's why the buttons look so familiar to the Dreamcast controller. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. But I also had Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi was a lot of fun. I love that one. Crazy Taxi coming at you. And that soundtrack by Offspring was also really good too. I love that. Um, Nintendo Wii. Um, had a lot of games for that. Didn't beat them. Didn't beat any one of them. I came close. Oh yeah, Vigilante 8. That's like that's a hidden gem. Vigilante 8 was really good and everything. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff, and hopefully we'll get to see a lot of, I guess, I really hope that we get to see it soon, because I think it's something that we need, that can definitely be played again. I really hope that Bomberman 64 comes out. I'm not talking about the Bomberman that, where they had the traditional arcade style, but there was a Bomberman game. I think it was Bomberman 64, or it might have been something else, where it was like a 3D platformer. As weird as it was still pretty fun. I had that, and so yeah, that's another hidden gem for the 64. Um, Not to be confused with the Bomberman that got remade for a new generation and didn't look anywhere near as close to the Bomberman that we got. It just got like, it was basically like, it was looking like Vector Man. uh, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, so well, I'm looking at the time there, and I'm actually going to call it a night, because um I have to get up early for a doctor's appointment at that age where I have to, got to take care of my health, even though I like joking about it. but um, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Roll, for hanging out with us again. And but yeah, um, oh, be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. If you miss any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the Oh boy. Oh, I almost ended the stream without closing out the show. Shame on me. I don't want to make that mistake again because I backed out last night doing the PlayStation wrap up and I totally messed up the show. But yeah, be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below what game you're looking forward to playing on the Nintendo Switch 2. Let us know in the comment section down below. Ringy dingy that bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you could do for us small streamers like myself. And you'll be playing with power when you do so too. And that is face hug that subscribe button. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the PC wrap up. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with that one, and a lot of PC games to talk about in there. I gotta go back and watch all that stuff, and on the PC Gamer Show, and see what I can talk about and everything like that, and then I'll be able to record it back to you. So yeah, we're gonna have lots to talk about on that because for all you PC gamers out there. So yeah, so yeah, we're almost at the home stretch, folks. So yeah, we got the PC wrap up, and then we got the closure on Friday. So yeah, we got 2 more shows left. So be back here tomorrow for the fourth part of our week long event on our event week, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you then. But until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night.